Welcome back, watch people. So the Rolex GMT Master 2 reference 126710 BLRO, or the Pepsi as it's affectionately known, which has been without question or without doubt one of the most sought after stainless steel Rolex sports watches of the year, and understandably so. Let's face it, it's an absolutely beautiful looking watch on either bracelet, and in many ways, if that's what you want, it's the classic one and done Rolex for many people. But the problem is now, for some time, the authorised dealer presence of this version of the GMT has been distinctly absent, and a lot of potential buyers have reported never-ending wait times, and more recently it appears that the chances of almost anyone actually acquiring this watch appear to have plummeted from slim to pretty much none, no matter what your spend history or status is with your AD. And the rumours that have been going around for some time now that Rolex have been having problems manufacturing a distinct blue and red bezel, that of course surfaced many months ago, and has even been perpetuated by Rolex authorised dealers themselves, who have repeated this gossip to me most recently during my trip to Dubai. But I have to be honest and say that I've never really personally bought into this theory myself. I've got a bit of a problem believing that a company like Rolex can't successfully produce what is a fairly basic bezel. After all, we're always being told that these so-called Chinese super clones are now so accurate they can fool just about anyone. I don't go along with that either. But if we're led to believe that, then are we really to believe that a company like Rolex in Geneva can't replicate that? I rest my case on that one. No, I believe the distinct lack of availability of the BLRO is just a cleverly calculated decision. They did pretty much the same thing to a large degree with the BLNR when it first came out. And this is a game that we all know Rolex play so very well. They know exactly that the public want what they can't get, and the more they can't get it, the more they want it. That's their game, and they are masters at managing our desires. So let's cut to the chase, and what do I predict? What do I think the future holds for the BLRO in 2024? Well, let's be perfectly frank here. Your guess is pretty much as good as mine. But for what it's worth, I don't see this watch being discontinued unless Rolex have something up their sleeve that none of us will see coming. Even then, why would they discontinue the Pepsi? Surely, at this stage of the game, it will be a better move to keep the BLRO myth and its desirability ongoing, whilst very cleverly putting another option on the table for us to buy. A coat version perhaps, that has never been quite as popular as the blue and red variety of the GMT, but it would do for most if they can't get their first choice. And Rolex know this. And finally, all of these prediction games are a lot of fun, and I enjoy doing them. And so do many other people who will take a lot of other punts and guesses just like me, and someone ultimately somewhere will get it right. But that doesn't mean that they were in the know. It was just their turn to strike it lucky and guess right. And I've always believed that the best way that you can even try, it's an almost impossible job, but even try it and guess what Rolex are going to do in the future, is to take a look at what they've done in the past and consider what's best for the future, not only of any particular model within the brand, but more importantly, the brand itself. And for me, right now, that doesn't include discontinuing a watch that is working very well indeed for them. Guys, as always, I appreciate you watching. If you haven't done so already, please subscribe. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up button. It really helps, and I'll see you next time.